today, the quote is, "Debt is the slavery of the free." And just as I was saying that, a quote I heard yesterday said that you can say whatever you want, but I can see what you believe and what you've done by the life you've created. And that's by Andy Frisella. And so, there's a lot of things we can use our time for, and whatever we've used and invested our time in the past is exactly where we are in the present. And if we continue to invest in those things in the present, it's very easy to determine our future. And if we're on the path of the broke and the frustrated and the in debt, then we remain on the path of the broke and the frustrated and the in debt. It's only when we move paths and we start down the path of the wealthy, the educated, and the free that things start to change. And going to the purposes of the Impact School of Money is to learn those principles and start taking those steps one at a time for ourselves, for those that we know, to get to that place of freedom. People look back at the early years of the United States, and some are ashamed, or some are saddened by the slavery and the decisions that some people made in the early days of the United States. But you look back at 100% of the population in the United States, what percentage of those were slaves? Was it 10%? Was it 20%? The whole purpose, the whole reason the Civil War happened was that the North was very against slavery. The South wanted to keep slavery. And so you had, a majority of the people in the United States, I would safely say, were not slaves. And so today, people may say that they are grateful that slavery was abolished and all of those different things. But the question is what percentage of the United States population really is in slavery now? And so they don't see it the same way, but debt, as this quote says, debt is the slavery of the free. And so they say they're free, but anyone that's ever had debt, or someone that's had debt, or you yourself have debt, are you free? They said I read that the more constant companion than a best friend in a troubling time is a creditor. And it gets scary when we live our lives attached to a payment, a debt, something that is going to be on us all the time. And just like on the positive side of interest, compound interest can be working for us every day for our benefit, but interest could also be working against us in the same way, compounding our debt, increasing our debt, or the majority of the payments that are made go towards interest. Anybody that's ever bought a house, they get to the page of their mortgage documents as they're signing them, and they have that page that shows the total amount you're going to borrow, but then the total amount you're going to pay over your lifetime to make those monthly payments. And anybody that has seen that, the total is usually 3 times what's originally borrowed. And the freedom that not having debt can create. But we look at life and we look at situations, and sometimes we just have debt.